What's up everybody, DBTV here, and today we are finally bringing you a brand new video. So just a little update on what's been happening and why I haven't been on a whole lot. We just bought a new house. February 3rd we moved in, and ever since we've moved in, basically we've been renovating the entire house. We finally finished the office, so now I can come in here, start doing videos. So can Katie. We have kind of our setup going a little bit. It's not quite done. We still have a lot to do in here, but it's enough to where we can shoot some videos. So we wanted to get back to it. What we're gonna do today, since I moved into my house, I am a little bit of a security freak. I like to know what's going on around my house and things like that. So I bought a security system. It is the Lorex 4K Active Deterrence Security System. Comes with 4 cameras and a 8-channel DVR. I'm about to go into all of that right now. So all the cameras come in 3840 by 2160 or 4K resolution. They all have a 111 degree field of view with a 16 times digital zoom. The cameras are IP67 rated, meaning that these cameras can withstand a pretty strong rainstorm, thunderstorm, things like that. But it is recommended to keep the cables housed, meaning keep them in the camera or just send them straight into your house, because they obviously don't deal well with water. So make sure to keep that in mind whenever you're mounting your cameras. They have built-in motion sensed LED lights that come on when something comes in front of them. They can record in anywhere between 720, 1080p, 4K. There's some resolutions between 1080p and 4K that can hit as well that I'll show you here in just a minute whenever we go into the application on the website. It also has color night vision, meaning that during the night, usually most cameras do black and white on their video feeds. This can pick up color if it's lit well enough, and it can also see up to 150 feet away with the night vision, so you can see pretty far out. Now granted, the further out you go, the lower your resolution is going to be, but it's still nice to know that you can see out into your street and other things like that. And these cameras are all powered and connected to the DVR that comes with the other cameras, and they are connected via BNC power cables, meaning that one side of the cable is for your video transmission and the other side is for your power connectivity. There's also a little adapter that has 4 different dongles on it that you can plug in, that you plug each camera into to give your power. And then the other side is what you plug into the DVR. The DVR comes with 2 terabytes of storage, but it is expandable, so you can take out the 2 terabyte hard drive and enter in another one, maybe a 10 terabyte or higher if you have it. And also the 2 terabytes that it comes stock out of the box with allows for up to 1 month of 4K motion sensed recording. I don't know how true that is yet. That is just from reviews that I've seen. But if I do a more inclusive review later on down the line, I can let you know how that goes. I'll keep one of them continuous and we'll see where the recording goes from there as far as storage is concerned. The DVR comes with a VGA connection, HDMI connection, 1 USB 2.0 port and 1 USB 3.0 port. It also has Ethernet. That's the way you can connect to it via your Wi-Fi to make it available so you can go about connecting to the DVR via your cell phone. So far, coming out of the box, as you've seen, it is a fairly good system. I think it looks nice. It's very sleek. The cameras are sleek. They're not too out and in your face. The DVR is very nice. You can hide it away. It doesn't look too ugly. It can sit with some other network equipment or DVRs that you may have, and it won't be much of an eyesore. So with that being said, let's move on and see what it looks like being connected to the DVR, looking at it through your computer via its IP address, and we'll see what the camera qualities look like. Now, as you can see here, we are on the web interface for the cameras. One thing that I do not really like about this is it's only available in Internet Explorer 11. You cannot use it in Chrome or Firefox or whatever your other preferred browser would be. So that's one complaint that I have about it, but let's look more into the cameras. So right now, the way I have it set up on my display is I have a 1920 by 1080 display, which means that when I am looking at the cameras, that is what it's going to look like. The monitor that I currently have it on is 1920 by 1080, so there was no need for me to go any higher, but I can go up to 4K or anything in between there if your monitor suits those resolutions. I'm not going to mess with that. I'm going to keep it as is, and we'll go back to this, and now we're going to go look at the camera. Now, as it pulls up the camera, as you can see here, I have it set up on the side of my house, looking at my back gate. And this actually is set up to be recorded in 4 megapixels or 2560 by 1440 with a frame rate. This frame rate also is kind of off because it obviously records in a much better frame rate than this. I think I get about 20 or 30 FPS while I have my camera running and there's things in front of it. I will say though, when you start moving up to the 4K and things like that, your frame rate does significantly drop and you will start getting that 7, 6, 5 FPS on your cameras. So that's another small complaint that I have about this. But if you don't need it in 4K, which in a lot of cases you really won't, if you just want to run at this 4 megapixels or even at 1080p, your frame rate will be a lot better and you'll be able to easily tell faces and license plates and things like that if that is what you're using the cameras for. So I leave it at the 4 megapixels. It gets just enough balance between good frame rate and quality of the picture that I get through my feed. I have the bit rate as high as it, or not as high as it can be, but almost as high as it can be to allow it to really show clearer pictures. So I just leave my settings as this. Obviously you can come in here and you can tweak all of these. You can look up tutorials on how to tweak all of these and so on and so forth. You can also change the overlay of your camera. This shows the time, what is up. You can change all of this around. You can take the channel name off if you want. You can take the time display off, whatever you would prefer. So again, like I said, there's a lot of customization within the web interface. So now if we go back, you can just select the camera, go back to image settings, and you can look at it from here as a live feed. Or in the web interface, if you just come up to the live button and you click that, you can look and see here that whenever it decides it wants to load and you have it selected, it will show all of the cameras in real time through all 8 channels that it has. You can even mainstream it, you can substream it, whatever you decide to do. So when I was going to look to purchase a security system, I started looking online, and there's not really a lot of video reviews on a lot of security systems, and the ones that are there don't really give you a good look at what the web interface looks like, or it kind of just shows you how to set them up outside of your house, things like that. It doesn't give you the basic inside look to what you want out of your security system. So I figured, let's do just that. So I hope this review helped you. Maybe later on down the line, I'm gonna do a more inclusive review about kind of the storage capabilities of the DVR, if the expandable storage is easily accessible on the DVR, and things of that nature, how to really set your cameras to get them to where they're only motion sensed, to where they're continuously recording and things like that. But for now, I just wanted to give the basic update on what they look like throughout the web interface and kind of just how it looks coming out of the box. So since we have all of that finished, we'll catch you in the next one. Peace.